Alright, what's going on YouTube? It's Card Collector 2 coming at you here. So as most of you know, I've been running Beckett subs for the last couple weeks, and a lot of the questions I get every time a sub is ready to be done at Beckett is, how do I check my card in the population report? And this is something I didn't know for the longest time, but once I figured it out, it's actually really, really easy to do. It's very simple, so I just wanted to make a video here to show you what this process looks like. So you will need a Beckett account to be able to do this. It's my understanding. It's free to sign up, so I recommend it regardless. But the first thing you need, again, once you're signed in, once you have that Beckett account created, it's very easy to figure this out. So I know one of the cards that I have in the upcoming submission is a Sam Darnold National Treasures Auto. So because I know this is there, I'm going to look that up and I'll explain this how we go, or as we go. So again, so the first thing you want to do is search the card. So one thing I will say is you want to avoid the word like autograph or patch or jersey card or anything like that, because oftentimes this Beckett search function will not recognize that. So if you search like, if you end up searching auto, it oftentimes may not come up. In this case it did, but that's like the national convention. So essentially I leave that out of there. So what I will do is I will search like Sam Darnold National Treasures. That typically will get me the card I want, and right there it is. So Sam Darnold National Treasures Jersey Auto Rookie at a 99. This is the true RPA. So I'll click on this. So right, then you get this screen. If it's an older card and they have a picture, there will be one. Typically with newer stuff there is not. But all you got to do is click this button right here. So it says View Pop Report, and another window will open up. Right, so then you get this screen. Typically the card you're looking for is gonna be on top. That may not always be the case, but oftentimes you're gonna be looking at the top. So National Treasure, Sam Darnold, that is it. But you want to watch and make sure you don't click on something that's not it. So this is National Treasures Collegiate, true RPA. Collegiate Black, that's probably going to be 101 or something. Brand logo, Red Bull logo 1. I mean, there's just all sorts of different things based on National Treasures, Sam Darnold, Jersey Auto Rookie, right? So this is what it looks like. So what all you have to do is this, and this will tell you how many are graded 8.5s, how many are graded 9s, how many are graded 9.5s, how many are graded 10s, how many black labels there are. So it says there's 15 total of this card graded, 10 of them are 9.5. So I click on the card, and then this screen pops up. So typically, these are in chronological order. This is not always the case, and I'll try to find an example where I can show you this. So typically, like today, grades are popping for our submission. So what that's going to mean is most likely this card down here would be mine. May not always be the case, again, and I'll show you a situation where that's not the case, where I found today. So you just have to pay attention to the date. So Wednesday, so this is a great example because this is not going to be mine. So my order, when I click under, grading, go to one that says like my grading orders, it'll tell me that my order is done the 9th. 99.99% of the time, my order for the date graded is the day that Beckett tells me it's going to pop. So if I go in here and click on my grading orders, it will say Thursday, May 9th. Right? So that is the day that my grades are going to pop. So this, although it is the last one on there, and you're like, oh, that could be mine, it is not. So what you want to do is you want to find the one that is actually your date. So Tuesday, April 30th, you're like, that's weird, still not mine. Go up to the third one, click on that. Friday, May 3rd, nope, still not mine. Fourth one up, 8-1, boom. Thursday, May 9th. So the key here is to find, obviously, the right card, but the right date as well. So it's not always the one on the bottom, but Thursday, May 9th, 9-5-10. This should be mine. True Gem, that should be mine. And then what you also want to do is also just check some of the other ones. See if there's any else that are on the same date. It's not likely, but you won't officially know 1,000,000% that it is your card until the actual grades are done. And since I don't have the actual grade list from Beckett yet, I mean, essentially what I'll do is I'll check every one of these to make sure nothing says Thursday, May 9th, and then process of elimination will tell you that this one is indeed mine. So again, it's very key to look at the date. So another thing that you can do is, or another like issue you'll run into is if like you're searching for a card that just doesn't exist yet. So if I get rid of some of these screens, mix out a couple of these, and let's say you're looking for, let me go back to Beckett. Let's say you're looking for like a 1 of 1, because that's where you'll run into a lot of problems because the card won't like show up. So let's see, what would be a newer card, like 2019 draft Dwayne Haskins black. So like right here, let's see where the, yeah, like let's say this was your card. I'm just using this as an example to show you what it looks like. But draft picks, printing plates, black, Dwayne Haskins. Like, yeah, I sent this in. You click view pop report. You'll get this a lot where it says records not found. If you did grade this card on this day, it typically doesn't show up until it comes, like, until the official grade list is out. So I typically get the grade list like from Beckett at like 6:30 to 7:30 at night. And then like the next day, this will show up. So if you did this search the next day, you'll see this card listed here. But until it's officially on the pop report, so if it's a brand new card or it's low numbered or there's never been one graded before, that's what this is telling you, is that there are none graded up to this point. So yours is going to be the first one. So it won't show up typically until the list comes out or early the next day. So yeah, there's that. But one way you can get around this, right, is if like you don't know if you've got some like rare cards in the mix, right, and you search. Let's go back to that search with Sam Darnold. I can actually show you a little trick to help you find some other cards. Now this process is a little monotonous and a little time consuming, but if you really, really want to know your grades, this is what you can do, right? So I'm confident this is mine, this Sam Darnold. What I can do is I can copy this number, right? So I'll copy this, and then I'll go back to grading, and you go to serial number lookup. So click on serial number lookup, and it'll take you here. So then I'm going to paste that serial number I just got, and I'm going to get rid of it. You can see I've already done this. So then what I'll do is I'll get rid of the 1, and let's make it a 0, and then hit search. And this is actually my card as well. Thursday, May 9th, Sam Darnold, Immaculate, 9/5/10 rookie auto. So this card is one of the cards in the submission. It tells you the grades, tells you all that stuff, right? The pop report's right there, but then you can find it that way. So then I'll go back, and we'll turn 80 into 79 and search again. Baker Mayfield at iBlack. This is not my card, but this is in the group sub. This was a part of it. So it's a pop 395. There's 5 graded, 2 9s. Here's the subgrades. It was graded on this day, right? So you continue to do this. I mean, again, you can go up, you can go down. It takes a while, but I did this earlier. I mean, I know there's like 40 tennis cards here in a row. I did this earlier and found quite a bit of the stuff in my group sub by just going through this list. Yeah, like right here, Lamar Jackson Contenders Optic Red. This was in this sub as well. So you can find stuff in here that may not be graded, again, like the Haskins. If you don't find it on that list, it would still show up under Pop Report, although it doesn't show up when you search it by like typing in the specific card. Like when we went to here, we clicked on, you search for Dwayne Haskins, 2019, printing plate 101, nothing comes up. It will still show up under here if the card has been graded, is set to be graded on that day. So if the Haskins was a part of the group sub and it wasn't showing up there, you go to serial number lookup and you just play this game where you just get rid of the, a couple numbers on the end and you just keep searching. Like, again, this is in the sub. Patrick Mahomes cracked ice. That was in there. So I know that's part of the sub. Search the next one. Valdez Scantling cracked ice. That is actually mine. That's part of the sub. So you just keep doing this. Again, I don't always get this lucky, like searching for these. Red zone, that's actually mine. Mason Rudolph. 95. Again, I saw a lot of these earlier. But then you can go up the other way, right? So 99, I'm not sure if that's in there, but that's a card that was graded on Beckett, right? 500. Again, not sure. But again, you want to look for the dates. So there's no date graded here, so that's just a card that's just been entered, but hasn't been graded. So again, you can see a lot of these cards don't show up, and you'll get that, like Net Pro, no date graded. So there's nothing there. It's definitely not a part of our submission. So this process can be monotonous. Now we're getting into a little run of tennis cards here. So what I might do is I might bump this up. So instead of doing like one at a time, I might change this to like 15 and bump up 10. Still running into tennis. So I'll be like, okay, let's go to like 30. Still running into tennis. I assume that's what Net Pro is. So get rid of this and we'll go to like 45, up 15 more. Still running into tennis. So again, this can take a long time. I'm not going to say that this is easy and this is super quick, but oftentimes this can be a decent way to find a rare card or a card that has a very, has never been graded before, if you really, really are dying to know before Beckett releases the list later that evening. So again, I just wanted to share this. That is the serial number lookup. That is how you would search that. And then again, when you find the card you want and you know it's been graded, you click on this, click on the card you want, and then find the one that matches up with your date where the grades are supposed to pop. So I really hope this was helpful. I know this isn't common knowledge to everyone right now. This took me a while to figure out, but I just wanted to share this. So if you did find this helpful, it would mean a great deal to me if you could give a thumbs up on the video below, just so I know that it was helpful to people. If you guys have any other questions like this, I'm going to try to keep working on like helpful tips within the hobby to make life a little easier for fellow collectors. So that's all I got, guys. Have a good one. Peace.